Hi, so I'm Brooke. I have a personal story to share involving um, a challenging task that I faced. So, my entire freshman to senior year, I'm still senior now, I have been trying to get recruited for softball to a college of my choice. I do Running Start. And it has been one of the hardest journeys I've ever faced. In 10th grade, which is mainly the year where you start it, had a really big setback in life where I attempted to take my own life. And that caused me to not feel motivated, not get drawn out. I had a lot of stuff going on in my life. And I just did not have the time of day to achieve a dream that I wanted to achieve. Even though after that I kept working and putting in more effort, I had some interesting outcomes that I will share later at the end of the video. Growth, okay. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out the order I'm trying to do this. Growth mindset is when someone believes in their own abilities and that they can do a certain task or that they can achieve a certain goal in order to keep themselves motivated. And I think it's Dweck, explained that some students viewed failure as a point of, this is a challenge that I like. I want failure in order to grow. And help them improve. And then fixed mindset is the complete opposite, where you don't want the challenges. You think you can only do so much and you can't grow from it. If you have a challenge, you're basically screwed. And Duet also said that when she was a child, that some people, like herself, didn't really want the challenges because, when she was sorted in her group for in 6th grade for her IQ test, she just didn't have that, hey, I want that challenge anymore. She was kind of timid towards it, even though she was number 1 for IQ. She just didn't want it, and she was scared of having that failure. One idea from Dweck's, I will never pronounce names right, interview that really stood out to me was when she talked about how children reacted differently to failure and challenges. And I think that's something that correlates a lot to myself too. She went through and explained that some kids are discouraged really quickly after failing, which is the fixed mindset, and then some children enjoyed difficult challenges and wanted them, and saw it as opportunities to learn. One child even said, quote for quote, "I love challenge," and I thought, I love challenge, and I thought failure was informative, instead of embarrassing. This really stood out to me because a lot of people, including myself, are afraid of the future and of challenges, and that they don't want to look more like unintelligent and basically like bad, like themselves as bad. I could not access the quiz. It gave me a 404 error. But if I were to assume, I would say in the past I was more of a growth mindset person. Then I had a point in time where I was really a fixed mindset person where I couldn't get past it. And now I'm working more towards a growth mindset. I don't know what the questions were. I'm just assuming what they were. And it would not surprise me if it said I was a fixed mindset person, because it's really hard to get out of that. And I don't know how it made me feel because I don't know the answer. That's frustrating me that I couldn't access it, if you can't tell. Anyway, let's go back to that story. I was stuck, and I started thinking that I wasn't like good enough to get into college softball, and that things weren't working out, but I kept pushing through it. And this, about November of last year, so 6 months ago, I committed to a college. It's an NAIA down in Arizona for softball, and I felt that a weight was lifted off my shoulders. I think that connects to growth mindset because I was so stuck on I'm not going to be able to do it that when I actually did it, I was like started looking at things more positively for that fixed mindset to go away and that growth mindset to come in. Yeah.